So I want you guys to hear me out here, because I'm gonna get deep into this topic and make you guys understand how this really is. Because we're living in this world, in this new world, in today's day and age, that we call the hookup culture. The fast access to everything. The I can hit up anybody at any time and do anything over social media, over stuff like that. Instant gratification. And if it's to favor anybody, like between men and women, if we had to pick one, it would definitely be the men. Because there's no good that comes out of it for women. At all. And to be honest, it's not good for the guys either. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say it's good. Because in no way, shape, or form is hookup culture good. There's nothing good about it, really. And the reason why I would even say it benefits men more, it's not even that it benefits them more. It's sad. They probably take less damage overall. It damages women more. That's why it would be more of a benefit for a man, because it's less damaging. But at the same time, it's still not a good thing. Never was, never will be. Let me tell you guys something. I was in situations in the past where things would end with a person. And then after that, I would go out and about, and I did what I did. Such a long time ago. And none of what I did felt right. You could be with the prettiest girl, you could be doing any of that kind of stuff. It still feels empty. It's something that it does not benefit you. It feels wrong. You feel guilty. It don't feel right. Shit just don't feel right. It's when it's not with your person that you're actually connected with, it just don't feel right. It just feels, I can't even explain it. It's just like you're with an enemy. It's just not your person. It's just, you're just damaging another person, really. Is all it's doing. It just don't feel right. But, you know, it's also a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It takes so much to begin with to get girls in the first place. Like, you don't just, unless they're the biggest hoe of the hoes. But you gotta put a lot of time and effort into females. So, if you're a guy and all your energy is focused into that kind of stuff, in this hookup culture day and age, where's your success? Where's your success? Where's your successful relationship? Where's your successful anything? It's non-existable. People that are in the hookup culture, they typically don't have success. There's a very, very, very small amount of men, millionaires, multi-millionaires, that might be able to do it. And that's after they become multi-millionaires in the first place. And even with them, they would prefer to have the perfect woman by their side, and one. The reason why they sleep around all the time is because they don't have the perfect woman. So they choose to do that because they can, because they're that high in status that they can. But it's still not a benefit to their lives. It is a waste of time. It is meaningless. It doesn't feel right. And like I said, I don't care who you're doing it with. If it's not your person, it don't feel right. It feels off. It's useless, bro. Hookup culture is #1 street trash. It just does society even worse, to be honest. And it's not going to damage you a whole lot as a man. It's just more so going to make you not feel your best. It really does that, bro. Like, it's not overly damaging. It's not nothing too crazy. It's almost like if you're addicted to porn. Like, you probably shouldn't be. You probably shouldn't do that kind of stuff often. It's bad habits. If it's not with the right person, it's bad habits, in my opinion. It's not the right person, bro. Like, you have no business going around doing that kind of stuff. It's not going to serve you any good. Because when it's all said and done, now what? When it's all said and done, now what? Now what? And yeah, people get urges. But it's not going to do you no good living that kind of lifestyle 24/7. Going around and wasting a lot of your time. Because like I said, women are not that easy, bro. Like, you have to put a lot of time and effort to get them in the first place. They say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but then again, what's the good if you're going to put all your eggs in a bunch of different baskets? Because now your energy is gone. We'll say your eggs are your energy. If you put your eggs in a bunch of different baskets, that's all your time and energy going all over the place. So if you did put all your eggs in one basket and in one person, and it is your person, then the eggs are still there. You know what I mean? You just got to make sure it's your person. Because that theory goes for, if you put all your eggs in one basket and it don't work out, yeah, that's terrible. Nobody wants that to happen. That's why you got to know it's the right person to begin with to put all your eggs in that basket. Because it's your person, it's your other half. But I'm telling you, bro, like, there's nothing good about hookup culture. There's really not. I've experienced a little bit of stuff for such a short period of time, and it's way more fulfilling just focusing on your life, focusing on your purpose, doing the things you should be doing, because that kind of stuff, you do it and then it's like you didn't even want that to happen. You don't think that way in the very moment, because like I said, you get urges. We all can get urges. But you do it right in that very moment. It's like, I don't even care about that person, because it's not your person. That's why you got to make it your person if you're going to do that kind of stuff. Instead of just going all over the place, doing all this stuff. And I even have friends right now that they tell me that they have these urges. They're with their girl, but they have these urges. And if they went and did what they did, even though they didn't do it yet, they would find out pretty quick it was not the answer. It's an urge. It's like an addiction. When I was with my person in the past, I didn't feel those urges. I felt like I was in the right place. I felt like I was in the right situation. I would argue, if you're a guy with your girl and you feel those urges, you don't like the girl that much. As much as you want to sit there and lie to yourself, lie to me, lie to anybody else. I'm telling you, bro, if you really have your person, you're not going to feel urges to go to somebody else. You're just not. Because what you have is good enough. It's a weak mind, if you ask me. You have all these urges to get with other girls when you have a girl. Something's not right. Either you are weak-minded and you have bad habits, you don't have a strong mind, or you don't like your girl. It's either one. There's no in between. There's no other answer. That is the answer. And yeah, that can happen. Some guys can literally be with girls they don't even like, but they're with them because they can benefit. Oh yeah, I love my girl and all this stuff. Well, if you do, then you have a weak mind. If you want to get with other girls. And this is just what it is. It's the truth. Because it's nothing more than an addiction. If you're wasting your time on bad addictions, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your valuable time. You're wasting your valuable life. And you're going to damage more females. You're not going to damage yourself so much, but actually you are, but in different ways. Because to be honest, it is nothing for some guy to go and smash some chick. It's really not. But it's not going to help your life either. So in that case, it does kind of put you down. When you do things you should not be doing, it kind of just puts you down. It's not going to put you up. It's not going to put you up. It is a useless act. So the more useful acts and the less useless acts you have in your life, the better. You want more action in life that is useful and less action in your life that is useless. And with that being said, almost nobody is perfect. We all do things from time to time that's not picture perfect. But the more you do things that's just bringing you down instead of putting you up in life, the more it's just wasting God's creation of who he's made you to be. And if you look in the world today and see all the degeneracy, it's not good. There's too much bullshit going on in the world today. Far too much. Undisciplined people, immature people, people who have no morals or values, integrity, nothing like that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's almost non-existent. People can't even sit there and have a healthy, positive conversation that's actually meaningful. People in society are so short-minded, so small-minded, just doing a whole bunch of things that make no sense. Yeah, let's hook up with these girls to give ourselves an ego boost, to make ourselves feel better. Let's do all this kind of crazy stuff. Oh yeah, bro, you smashed that girl last week, and oh yeah, bro. It's stupid. It's actually stupid. If you're doing that stuff when you're like a teenager, okay, we'll give you a pass. But the closer you get to being a full-grown adult, the lesser excuses you have. For real. Because you know what? Kids do dumb shit. I did some dumb shit. Who didn't do some dumb shit? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does things. But the closer you become to getting an adult, the more mistakes you want to stop making. And some people, bro, cannot help themselves. They turn 19, 20, 21, 22, and they just continuously making mistakes, no discipline. They don't want to grow up. They don't want to become an adult. And it's pathetic to see the degeneracy. They're still 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds that are still moving like they're in high school, and it's sickening to see. Because life is going to catch up to them, bro, and it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. They have not done the work. They have not done the things they should have done. Hooking up with a bunch of girls is not going to solve your problem, bro. It's not going to do shit. But I'll tell you what. Getting the right woman by your side will solve more problems than hooking up with a bunch of random individuals. And you getting a girl, or if you're a girl, getting a guy by your side, it's not going to solve every problem you have, but it's gonna do you good to have your person. It's gonna do you no good to hook up with a bunch of random people, and it's just damaging. As a man, it wastes your time, your ambition, your life. It wastes so many things, makes you feel guilty, and for a woman, it does other damaging things. It affects us both in negative ways. Both men and women. I'm telling you, bro. Whoever tells you to go out there and just hook up with a bunch of people is out of their minds. Out of their minds. There's no time for that. Nobody should be doing that dumb shit. When people's moving that way, bro, and that's their actual motives, look at their life. Look at their lifestyle. I bet you any money they don't got a successful business. Unless they're multi-millionaires, most likely. Unless. But if you see the average person out and about, and that's their motives, you have no business doing that. You have so much work to do. So much work. It's almost useless to take advice from multi-millionaires when they move the way they move and they're telling you to move the same way they're moving because they're at a different level, doing different things. It's okay if they give you advice for who you are and where you're at, because that's the advice everybody needs. You need the advice for who you are and where you're at so you can start to do better, because life does not go from being some high school kid or some 20, 21 year old to just multi-millionaire. It does not go that way. You need advice for who you are and where you're at so you can level up in life, because it works in blocks. You're not going from there to there unless you hit a lottery ticket or some shit. And that's really what it is. So you can get away with some stuff, bro, when you're like a teenager, but by the time you start to become an adult, you want to start maturing as fast as possible. And that's what I'd done by the time I was 18 and a half, 19-ish. And I've been on the same path, same journey ever since. I made my mistakes young and early, and I know what works for me. I know what does not work for me. I know how meaningless it is to hook up with random people. It's just a waste of time. You're probably going to piss them off if you just smash and dash. You're going to break their hearts. They're probably going to get attached. You don't like them, they like you. I don't know. That's typically how it goes. And then you get all these women out there saying all men are trash and all this stuff because it's a hookup culture. You ladies have to be held accountable as well. You have to know who you're dealing with. If you don't want that kind of stuff to happen, don't open your legs, because it's on you. You hold the gate. You hold the key to sexual access. You're not going to get raped. It is your fault if you let someone smash. You let it happen. And at the time, you wanted it to happen. Everybody has to be held accountable. Everybody has to start to make the right decisions. People got to get out of the phase of this hookup culture. For real. It does nobody no good, bro. It's not good for the fellas either. It's not good for nobody. People got to wisen up. People got to stop moving in these big groups and start making their circles smaller. That's what it must be. That's where success is at. If you want fulfillment, if you want happiness, if you want the right life, you have to get your people and stop messing with so many random creatures in the world. You don't see animals doing that, bro. Animals stick with their tribes. As human beings, we're really no different. It's what we should be doing too. I see people out there in the world, bro, and the looks I get sometimes and all this kind of stuff. I see them like wild animals, bro. Like if there wasn't laws and shit, bro, I'd be attacking half the people that look at me half the time. I'm not even joking. But thankfully, yeah, we got rules and laws and all that other kind of stuff. Thankfully. Because people be getting attacked left, right, and center. I'd be getting attacked. I'd be attacking people. I'd probably be dead by now. A lot of you'd be dead by now. A lot of us would be dead by now. And we probably would have took some people out before we were taken out. But this is the real world, man. Like I'm telling you, like people gotta stop moving with the wrong people. Animals don't do that. If you're an animal, bro, and you go around the wrong people, you're gonna get killed. I mean, if you're an animal and you go around and you go around the wrong animals, you're just gonna get eaten. Like in real life, why do we think it's any different? Why do we think we can just get with anybody and do anything? Get your tribe and piss off. It's really that simple. But people have to complicate things, people have to play games, people have to be toxic, all up until the point where life finally comes and just hits. It just finally hits, and all of a sudden you have all these problems and you have all this work to do and you don't got the right people and all this stuff is happening. Bro, get your shit together. You have no time to be spending in hookup culture. It's a trash lifestyle. It's a trash way of living. It's a trash movement. But everyone's so fixated on it. Everyone's disrespecting each other. Everyone's lost morals. Everyone thinks... a bunch of useless people think they're good. They think they're something. And they're useless. They have done no work. Arrogant, egotistical little fucks in this world today, thinking everyone's something, bro. When you haven't done the work. You have not done the work. But everyone wants to think they're so cool, messaging people first. Someone responds and then you leave them on open or seen or some shit because you think you're so cool, right? People have lost it, bro. I can't wait. I shouldn't say that, but bro, I'm going to see it happen. You're going to see it happen. We're all going to see it happen. The demise of all these people is going to come. They're going to be in a world of shit, and it's only going to get worse if they don't catch it quick. If they don't catch the grip on life and reality quick, their lives are going to be mangled, bro. They really don't get it. Their sense of self, their sense of life, everything is going to be so messed up, it's not even funny, because they just choose to do the wrong things all the time. It's like they're almost allergic to do what's right, to take accountability, to become an adult, to become a person of substance. It's almost like they're allergic to it. Pathetic. So the last thing, before you're living that kind of life, just think to yourself, should I be doing this? Does this feel right? Do these things feel right? Does it make you happy? Is it sustained happiness to just do a bunch of random shit? No. Figure your shit out. Face yourself like a fucking man. And figure your shit out. Same thing with the ladies. I don't see that many ladies trying to become the best women they can be for the best man that they can get. I don't see it happening. I just ate a meal before this video. That's why I'm like choked up a little bit. I don't see it happening. We all talk about, oh my God, men this, men that. And yeah, there's a lot of lousy men in this world. But look at the women as well. Most of them are entitled little princesses. I'm a princess. You're not a princess. You're a street thotty. A little thotty. Yeah, you might look a little bit cute. That's about it. Congratulations. Do you want some award? Have you done the work? Have you become a good woman of substance? Probably not. You're probably really entitled and narcissistic, if you ask me. And there's all this stuff on men today. Men ain't this, men ain't that, men are weaker than ever. Oh my God, oh my God. And yeah, it could be true. But look at the women. How many women are actually good? Most of these attractive women today, bro, have the worst attitudes I've ever seen in my life. In my life. Their attitudes are shit. They're always in bad moods. They're this, they're that. They have no substance. They have no sense of self. It's all this bullshit all the time with them. They can never make the right decision. They're just always doing something wrong. Same as most of the guys. People need to grab life by the horns, bro. Dig down deep. When has anyone ever done this, bro? When has anyone ever done this? Bro, I've grabbed the horns almost 10 years ago. I'm on my path. I've been on my path. I am centuries ahead of the rest. When you're talking about the average schmucks in society, I'm way, 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 way ahead of the rest. They're not even close. And they're gonna find out pretty quick that that is the truth. Reality's gonna hit. I've been doing the right things, bro. I've been in the trenches doing the right things. Everybody should get a grip on life and start to focus on themselves and start to become valuable, become a person that can be at least tolerated, because most people are not even tolerable. It used to be nothing for me and my boys to spend all the time in the world together, to be around each other all the time, and it was good times, it was good vibes, it was all this kind of stuff, but then the world changed. And now you almost can't even be in the same room as another person for more than like 5 or 10 minutes without them having some bad mood attack on you, because you're in such a good mood and they're in such a dumpster mood because they're damaged and they're lost and they don't know who the fuck they are and all this bullshit's going on. Because that's most people in the world. They're all fucked up. That's most of the world, bro. It's not everybody. It's most of the world. And it's pathetic. None of this shit is the answer. None of this hookup culture, none of this, I think I'm so cool, I'm gonna just not talk to these people. Bro, there's absolute dweebs that will text me first sometimes, I'll reply, and they don't even reply. Like, how cool are you, bro? How cool are you to hit me up and for me to respond to you and you to not respond back? How cool do you think you are? Life is gonna hit you real hard, buddy, and you're gonna fucking see it.